I got my suspenders on. Half a day and Manana Sidzos, many of God's blessings to all of you here this morning. We're here this morning to pay special recognition and present a resolution to an organization that has been here for many, many years. But before I do that, I want to welcome my colleagues, Legislative Secretary Senator Amanda Shelton and Committee on Rules Chair Senator Lee. Thank you so much for being with us this morning. And I'd be remiss if I didn't say, in the spirit of Halloween, I want to thank everybody who's dressed for the occasion. I was trying to put my suspenders on, but I'll save that until this afternoon. But I'd like to thank the agency that's here, the Organization of Sanctuary, Department of Youth Affairs, and thank you for coming in spirit, Miss Bumblebee, right? But really, 48 years, many years of giving back to our community, our troubled youths and our families, and bringing them together, bringing the services together, and only fitting that we're all here because in one way or another, the three of us up here, and of course the rest of the members of the 35th Guam Legislature, has had a close relationship, giving back, working closely with Sanctuary, helping out in one way or another. I think we were in the advisory council, a part of the membership many years ago, and just continuing to want to see Sanctuary be here for another 48 to 50 years because the work you do is so invaluable to our community and the partnerships that you engage with our other government agencies and our other nonprofit organization. Sanctuary has taken on the leadership to do what's right for our children. So with that being said, this was resolution number 229-35 COR is introduced by myself, Legislative Secretary Shelton, Senator Regine Bisco Lee, and the rest of the members of the 35th Guam Legislature. And ladies and gentlemen, as the key players are here, usually we just summarize and talk about it, but there's so much history that our listening audience around the world need to hear. So I'm going to ask our legislative secretary, our baby of the group, to go ahead and share with the people of Guam the hard work that Sanctuary has done. And I know Mr. Camacho is here. I know Ms. Polino from the Department of Youth Affairs is here, DYA, and her team is also here, and the Amir Corps members that I see wearing their uniforms. Thank you. Thank you for being here. So Senator Shelton, can you please grace us with reading the resolution?
Relative to recognizing Sanctuary Incorporated of Guam, Sanctuary Inc., on the occasion of Sanctuary Incorporated Month during the month of November 2019, and congratulating Sanctuary Inc. on the celebration of its 48th year anniversary. Whereas Sanctuary Incorporated of Guam was established in 1971 by Capuchin Friar Father Robert Phelps, OFM Cap, and founding executive director Mr. Luis Martinez to create a safe and temporary alternative to correctional detention for Guam's troubled youth. And Sanctuary Inc. has since expanded its mission, facility, and programs as a community-based organization that exists to improve the quality of life for our island's youth, to promote reconciliation during times of family conflicts, to foster the development of responsible community members, and to advocate for their needs in an effort to preserve family unity by providing a multitude of service. In its tireless effort to fulfill its mission of helping youth and families help themselves, Sanctuary Inc. has been providing invaluable assistance to the greater community by remaining at the forefront of delivering services to runaways, homeless, and troubled youth and their families, expanding its programs to better address the needs of our island's children and youth who confront many difficult issues, such as physical and substance abuse, and helping to provide a firm foundation that will assist children and youth to be better able to face the challenges of the future. Sanctuary Inc. has served 231 youth and families in fiscal year 2019 and continues to strive to implement programs, initiatives, and services to assist youth and families to include 3 shelters and a residential treatment facility, a range of supportive and educational classes, and groups including 2 levels of outpatient drug and alcohol classes, and specialized support groups for parenting skills, adult and youth anger management, and a strengthening families program, a youth heritage summer and after school program, a 24-hour crisis hotline, client advocacy, case management services, tobacco cessation courses, and aftercare services. Whew, you guys do a lot. At the crux of the services provided by Sanctuary Inc. are the 3 temporary housing programs utilized by 66 clients in fiscal year 2019 alone. 39 clients were served by the Co-ed Emergency Shelter in Chalampago, a temporary housing facility that provides 30 days respite to youth ages 12 to 17 years who are runaway, homeless, or victims of abuse, and is now capable of housing up to 24 clients. A total of 11 runaway or homeless youth or young adults ages 16 to 22 were served at the Saginaw, a place for a better life transitional living program in Chalampago. A total of 16 clients were served by Saginaw, a place to heal, in Manila, the island's only drug and alcohol residential treatment facility for substance-dependent youth ages 12 to 17, fondly called the Lujan House, since its donation by attorney David Lujan in the mid-1990s. This facility provides a 3 to 6 month residential program that implements an evidence-based matrix model curriculum encompassing 5 phases of treatment. As clients live in a therapeutic community, youth and families participate in counseling services related to substance use and abuse, relapse prevention, emotional wellness, and adolescent education.
Whereas Sanctuary Inc. was successful in retaining 3 federal grants to include the continuation of Saginaw, a Place for a Better Life transitional living program, which was awarded and implemented in fiscal year 2017, and the Basic Center program, which was reawarded in October 2019 by the Family and Youth Services Bureau, FISB, under the Administration for Children and Families, whose mission is to promote safety, stability, and well-being for people who have experienced or been exposed to violence, neglect, or trauma, including runaway homeless youth and the Anafa Maulik Summer After-School Cultural Program, awarded in 2018 and implemented in 2019 by the Administration for Native Americans, ANA grant, which is to build resiliency among youth through traditional teachings. And whereas in line with its community efforts, Sanctuary Inc. is also a host to the largest AmeriCorps program on Guam with 80 members, and its Ayuda para y Comunidad, Help for the Community programs, provide its members with enrichment opportunities and activities to assist and mentor youth at the sanctuary shelters, as well as 3 Department of Youth Affairs resource centers, and a number of Guam Department of Education, GDOE, middle and high schools. They co-facilitate sanctuary support groups and attend various conferences and workshops and receive training in community emergency response, first aid, and CPR. Whereas, as the first human services organization in the Pacific region to receive full accreditation by CARF, the Commission on Accreditation of Rehabilitation Facilities International, in 2008, Sanctuary Inc. has since maintained its 3-year accreditation from CARF International. Accreditation by CARF signifies that Sanctuary in the child and youth services field met annual conformance requirements over 125 quality standards that enhance the lives of the children and family that Sanctuary serves. The intensive survey of Sanctuary administration and programs took place May 17th through the 19th on 2017 with CARF Administrative Surveyor John Page and Program Surveyor Connie Anderson visiting the organization. The 2017 accreditation is an indication of Sanctuary's dedication to delivering quality service, and it marks Sanctuary's fourth successful CARF accreditation survey. Whereas receiving an outpouring of support from individuals, private businesses, and the general public over the last 48 years, Sanctuary Inc. is an indisputable partner of the community and is made up of a diverse group of individuals who are passionate and committed to helping youth and their families. Its board of directors is comprised of chairperson Mrs. Rindradi Limtiaco, vice chairperson Mrs. Marilyn Borja, treasurer Ms. Maria Leon Guerrero, incumbent secretary Mr. Shane Black, former secretary Dr. Christiana Santos, and members Polly Mike Crisostomo, Ms. Guadalupe Guzman, Mrs. Jackie Perez, Mrs. Crispin Solberg, Ms. Julie Morel, Ms. Cynthia Cabot, Mr. Shane Moore, and youth representative Mr. Javen Santos. Mr. Vic Camacho currently serves as the organization's executive director and heads a staff of 52 dedicated individuals. Whereas a true asset to society, Sanctuary Inc. has serviced thousands of clients since its founding, with many of our youth benefiting from its outreach, prevention, and rehabilitation programs yearly. Sanctuary Inc. continues its efforts to increase awareness about its programs and services by encouraging island residents to participate in various events throughout the month of November. Now, therefore, be it resolved that the Committee on Rules, Ibimina 35 na Legislature in Guahan, does hereby, on behalf of the Legislature in Guahan and the people of Guam, recognize Sanctuary Incorporated of Guam on the occasion of Sanctuary Month in November 2019, and congratulate Sanctuary Inc. on the celebration of its 48th year anniversary.
And be it further resolved that the Speaker and the Chairman on Committee of Rules certify and the Legislative Secretary attest to the adoption whereof, and that copies of the same be thereafter transmitted to Sanctuary Inc.'s Board of Director Chairperson Mrs. Rendradi Limtiaco, Vice Chairperson Ms. Marilyn Borja, Treasurer Ms. Maria Leon Guerrero, incumbent Secretary Mr. Shane Black, and former Secretary Dr. Christy Ana Santos, members Polly Mike Crisostomo, Ms. Guadalupe Guzman, Ms. Jackie Perez, Mrs. Crispin Solberg, Ms. Julie Morel, Ms. Cynthia Cabot, Mr. Shane Moore, Youth Representative Mr. Javen Santos, who also does work with us here at the legislature, and Mr. Victor Camacho, Executive Director, and to the Honorable Lourdes A. Leon Guerrero, Imaga Hagan Guahan. So, ladies and gentlemen, at this time, it is truly an honor and a delightful pleasure to please call up the Sanctuary Executive Director and any of the board members that I've named, if they're here. If not, Mr. Camacho, please join us. I need a representation from Department of Youth Affairs. Please join me up here, please. So beautiful. Please join us up here. Come here around. And then a representative from the AmeriCorps. Sana, please. Ms. Prima, please join us up here. And you know, I understand all the hard work. Some of the DAYA employees are here. A lot of sanctuaries here. AmeriCorps is here. I just want to say, our clinical director, Mr. Carlos. Yes, come on up there. Yes, we're going to ask that all of you guys come up here afterwards, but I literally wanted the community to know, after reading that resolution, that 48 years we've been here, ladies and gentlemen. 48 years you've given back to helping our troubled youth, bringing our families together. More importantly, all the services that the government must provide to our community, Sanctuary has truly stepped up with its partners to do a job that they have been incredible. The history of the accreditation, the history of what you've done cannot go without being recognized for all that you do yesterday, today, and tomorrow. So, with that being said, I have to ask the former board member and our legislative secretary, who is the oversight chair of youth, to help me do the official presentation to Mr. Camacho, to DYA, to the members here, and I hope we have enough copies. That everyone will get one. I really wanted to frame it all, but it was like, so legislative secretary, can you help us and do the official presentation? Yay! We also want to go ahead and ask the executive director of Sanctuary to say a few words. We'll take a photo and then we'll ask everybody to come on up and take a photo with the family of Sanctuary and AmeriCorps. Okay, Mr. Camacho?
Off day. Thank you to the Guam legislature for recognizing Sanctuary. I really honestly have the easiest job at Sanctuary. I want to recognize every single employee that's here. Any Sanctuary employee, please stand up and be recognized. Okay, these fine people make my job very easy. I really was brought in to help them. You can sit now if you want. You know. I know you're tired. You know, these fine people are the ones who stay late. They come in early. They never say no to the kids as far as helping the youth of the island. They're always there to do their job. So I really do have the easiest job at Sanctuary. I do want to recognize, though, that you know, Mr. Perez does a great job with our clinical team. It's everybody here that works at Sanctuary works for a lot less money than they really are worth. It's part of being in a nonprofit. It's part of being in the service industry. You know, we're here to serve. We're not about fame and fortune. We're about making a difference. And we can talk about making a difference, or we can actually go out and make a difference. So thank you all the Sanctuary employees for doing that.
I know DYA is with us also, and they're a little bit shy, but if there's any other DYA employees here also, I'd like them to be recognized. Please, stand up. Just stand up and be recognized. Yes. Thank you for being here. Thank you. And our Sanctuary, our AmeriCorps members, please stand up and be recognized too. Yes. So as we go out and celebrate our festivities this weekend, we want again, on behalf of the 35th Guam Legislature and our people of Guam, extend our undunkel unasiduous masi to all of you here this morning for all the hard work that you do, but more importantly, for what you give back to our island of Guam. And we want to share the many blessings. Thank you. Sainamasi.